Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we have spoken about the ingredients that are required in this process, we now have to speak about the tools as well. So the main tool that is required is called an oil press or an oil expeller. So the pressing part happens right here, and then the expelling part happens right here. First of all, this machine has an inlet pot that you can see there that looks like a funnel. That is where you are going to throw in the seeds that we've been talking about, and then in the process it will start grinding them. When you drive this wheel that you see there, you drive this wheel there, and then it will start grinding the seeds, and in the grinding process they are going to squeeze the pulp that is going to be made in the process, and then after which the oils are going to be extracted using that outlet. And then the refuse obviously is going to come out in the other outlet that is behind, that is slightly obscured. But yes, usually if the financial resources permit, it will be recommended to get an electric one, because you don't need, it is less labor intensive, and it is quicker, and it is more effective as well. After this, you are also going to need what is called a strainer or cheesecloth. This one is for filtering the oil. When filtering, we are separating the residue from the oil itself. So the residue is going to be trapped here when the oil is coming out of the expeller that we just saw in the oil press in the previous picture. The other thing that is required is glass jars or bottles for storing the oil. Someone might ask then, why specifically glass jars or glass bottles? It's because of the chemical properties that glass has. It prevents chemical reactions, and it will maintain the oil's quality or flavor. Anything else might be damaging, because it might alter one of these two, and your oil might not be as effective as you would have wanted it to be. Then the other thing that is required, this one is optional, though it can replace a little bit. It can replace the oil press and the expeller, but it is not as effective as the previous one. This is called a mortar and pestle grinder. It is optional. It is used to crush the seeds or the nuts, but in this one you have to be pounding it using your hand. You have to hold this stick and then keep on pounding, like hammering the seeds until they become a paste, and then you can be able to squeeze them to ensure that the oil is extracted on the other hand, and then the residues go to the other hand. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the heat source. It's also optional, but it is recommended as well. It can be a stovetop or even an oven that is used for lightly heating the seeds. We're going to talk about why the seeds can need to be heated in the next slides. But the most important thing is that you have to get all these things ready, so that everything will be there by your side whenever you need it in the process. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about now how the oil is actually